Hello students, welcome back to the social second video, okay, chapter number 2 of geography, land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Let's begin with the second topic of today, that is soil. What is soil? Just see the whole diagram, okay. This is the top portion, this is the second portion, third and the fourth. This green grasses which are grown, okay. Topsoil with humus and vegetation. You have the humus which are present and the vegetation can be grown on the top. You have the second layer which is subsoil with sand, silt and clay. The mixture of the three, that is sand, silt, small gravels you can say and clay. Then you have the third, that is weathered rock material. This portion is the rock portion and the fourth, that is the parent rock. Okay, this is the diagram, children. You have to make it for the say test and all they can ask. So once again just see the top part, okay, which is there, that is topsoil with humus and vegetation. Second portion subsoil with sand and silt and clay. The third is weathered rock material and the fourth one is parent rock. Something important to know here, do you know it takes hundreds of years to make just 1 centimeter of soil. How many years it takes? Hundreds of years to make just 1 centimeter of soil. Factors of soil formation. What affects soil? Soil is being affected by the parent rock. It takes time. Climate also affects flora, fauna and microorganism and the relief. So these are the major factors which play the main role in the soil formation. Degradation of soil. Soil erosion and depletion are the major threats to the soil as a resource. First is soil erosion and depletion. These are the major threat for the soil resources, you can say. The washing of the soil with the water. So this will lead to a major threat because the soil which is there in a part of portion that washes away and it becomes a threat, degradation to the soil. Both human and natural factors can lead to the degradation of soil. Both human and natural factors. Natural causes or natural factors which play a greater role and human intervention towards the nature, okay, for making his needs fulfilled, okay, that can lead to the degradation of soil. Factors which lead to soil degradation are, what are the different factors which lead to the degradation? Deforestation, overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, rainwash, landslides and floods. What are the different factors for soil erosion or say the degradation of soil? It's deforestation because lots of trees are cut off. That can be a cause for this, okay. Overgrazing, animals which are eating off lots because they do not know how much to eat, so they keep on eating, okay, and the roots also get plucked through them. So that's how the washing of the soil is possible. Overuse of chemical fertilizer, too much of use of pesticides and fertilizers if done, what will happen? It will damage the soil from the interior, which can harm the crop production as well, and ultimately it goes in the mouth of the human being or the animals. Again soil degradation happens, okay. The soil becomes very not useful for the further cultivation and all. Rainwash, then too much of rain pour happens, then the washing of the soil can take place. Then you have the landslides and floods. Floods also can wash off the whole area with the soil. So that also becomes a major factor for the soil degradation. Okay, how do we conserve soil, okay, different measures to conserve it. We can use the method called mulching. The bare ground between plants is covered with a layer of organic matter like straw. It helps to retain soil moisture. How we can maintain the soil moisture? The usage of the bare ground which is there, we have to use that bare ground for and the layer of organic matter like straw, which can retain, which can hold the soil moisture. That is termed as mulching. Contour barriers. How contour barriers they make up? Stones, grass, soil. This all things are used to build barriers along contours. Trenches are made in front of barriers to collect water. Rock dam. Rocks are piled up to slow down the flow of water. Rocks are kept so the flow of the water becomes slow. This prevents gullies and further soil loss. That's how we can prevent the washing of the soil. That's why rock dams are being made. Terrace farming, the other way of conserving soil. These are made on the steep slopes so that the flat surfaces are available to grow crops. They can reduce surface runoff and soil erosion. The steep slopes so that the flat surfaces are available to grow more of crops. Terrace farming is done so that the water doesn't just waste off and wash off. So here what they will do, they will on the terrace farming, in that they will try to grow a lot of crops and try to hold the soil. So that's how we can save. So once the crops which are there that hold up the water, then the flow of the water will reduce and slowly it will go down. So that's how we can stop the soil erosion. Intercropping. Different crops are grown in alternate rows and are sown at different times to protect the soil from rain wash. Okay, we can grow in different alternate rows and then protect the soil from the rain wash. Contour plowing. Plowing parallel to the contours of a hill slope to form natural barrier for water to flow down the slope. Shelter belts. In the coastal and dry regions, rows of trees are planted to check wind movement to protect the soil cover. This is in the shelter belts are mostly, these methods are used in the coastal areas and dry regions. They grow rows of trees and then they check out with the wind movement to protect the soil cover. And you have the different pictures of mulching, contour barriers and all. This is terrace farming, okay, the slopes and all, on the steep slopes they build up like this crop formation, and the slowing down of the water is being done through this method, and soil can be prevented. Then you have the contour barriers. Here you can see the rocks which are built up and the water can be collected and the soil will stay in that particular area itself. Then you have the contour plowing, rock dam. Then you have the shelter belts, lot of trees which are grown. So this is the pick of all which we studied just now. Okay, we have an activity which we'll go through. First of all, you need to take 2 trays. Then you have the 2 say huge glass jars and a tumbler, and water we need, and then you need soil and the seedlings. Take 2 trays, tray A, tray B of same size. Make 6 holes in the end of this trays and then fill. Okay, what we have to do? We have to take these 2 trays and then make 6 holes into it. And then leave the soil in tray A bare while grow grass in tray B. In the first case, we don't have to do anything, just leave it off. And in the second case, you have to grow the grass. When grass in tray B has grown few centimeters high, place both the trays in such a way that they are on a slope. Once the crops have grown at a certain height, keep it in a slanting formation and then pour 1 mug of water from the same height into the trays, and then collect the muddy water that trickles down the holes, the 6 holes which were made in the tray, okay, that is to be collected in the separate you can say jar, and collect the muddy water that trickles down the holes of both trays in 2 separate containers, and compare how much soil is washed off. In the first case, how much soil? In the second case, how much soil? In the first case, we did not grow the grass. In the second case, yes, we have grown. So, what is the ultimate answer here is it tries the roots which are there in the grass that keeps a hold over the soil. In the first case, there was no grass which was grown. So, as the waterfall happens, then with the water, the flow of the soil also take place, and in these 2 jars you can see a wider difference. The first one, you have the trickles of lots of soil which is gathered with water, plus here you see clear water which is settled and little bit of soil, otherwise it is very clear. Okay. So, we will meet in the next video, children, and keep on doing well, read it, go through it. Okay. Bye-bye.